What is up, YouTube? Retro Eric 97 here with a new video. Haven't done one in a while. Um, this video is gonna be special because there is a heavy metal band that I love. It's probably one of my favorite heavy metal bands. I fell in love with them watching one of their videos, and I will tell you that video in a little bit. The first DVD or VHS that I've ever seen from this band. So, here is a notebook I made, and you're gonna know who the band is right away. So, it is none other than Gwar. So, I made that. I am a huge Gwar fan. So, this is where I keep all my Gwar stuff. I even wrote every single member of Gwar on this notebook that played. So, yeah, that's cool. So, we're gonna do music now because Gwar is about music. I have the Road Behind original CD EP they put out, only 6 songs on it. The Road Behind, Overturn in and Mayor, Crackdown, Voodoo, Some Annoying, Captain Crunch, and Have You Seen Me? And if I butchered that song, I'm so sorry. But there's a little Gwar guy, and there's a head in the bucket. And let's pull this out. I'll show you the CD too. The CD's cool. Look at that, Gwar. That's awesome. Okay. Here's Odorous, Youngus, Dave Brockie, Beefcake the Mighty, and official merch of Metal Blade Records you could get. And that just folds out like that. So there's the Odorous and Beefcake again. Okay, so this was not the first Gwar CD I got. But I got it from the same place, this record shop that I shop at in my town that I'm from, that I just moved to actually, like 6 months ago. But I've been coming to this town for longer than that and shopping at this record shop, and they just got in some Gwar stuff, and I haven't thought about Gwar in a long time, so this really hyped me up to get more Gwar stuff. So, I'm collecting Gwar now. This is going to be probably an update video too. I'm going to be updating my Gwar hauls because at this record shop, I know you can see them right here, all these DVDs, right? I've gotten all these from this record shop. I walked in there one day with my girlfriend's dad, and he found 50 plus Gwar DVDs. I went crazy because I ain't thought about Gwar in years, like I said. And I asked the dude, I said, hey, I want to buy these. How long could you hold them? And he went, oh, we don't have a time limit. You want to buy them? You're going to come in every week to buy some Gwar? And I went, yeah. So he put them all and held them for me, and a lot of them are still down there, and I'm buying them every week. Every week I'm going to do an updated Gwar collection until I get all 50 plus Gwar DVDs. So, anyways, this is one of the first Gwar things that I bought from him that day I found it. And it is Hello, Gwar's first album, their debut album right here. They have Time for Death, A-E-I-O-U, Americanized, I'm in Love with a Dead Dog, Slutman City, World of Faith, War Toy, Captain Crunch, Pure as the Arctic Snow, Jimmy Appel J. Crossbow, Gwar Theme, Bull Merrill, Ollie North, Techno Song, You Ain't Shit, and Rock and Roll Party Town. And there's the back. Now, this is 1988. This one, it says it's by Metal Blade Records. The original came out on Shimmy Disc, the vinyl, as we all know. So there it is, just a black CD that says Gwar Hello. This is the CD slash record that started it all. Again, Metal Blade record jackets you can get. Now, I know they did an anniversary release of this, and I'm gonna get that CD too, just because they pack it full of more stuff. And on the back, it's like the record, and it shows Gwar. And when you see Gwar in that on the back of this, they look so different. So the next CD, well, here's what happened. I knew they had this CD too. So I came home and I was like, I'm gonna get it next week. Well, what happened is that I was thinking about it so much. And I'm like, I gotta get it. This CD is gonna be picked up by a heavy metal fan that also likes Gwar, because there's a lot of Gwar fans out there. And this CD I never heard until I picked it up. So this CD, I've never heard anything from it, never had the vinyl. Used to have a lot of Gwar vinyl. So I had Hello, I had Scum Dogs, I had Ragnarok, I had Carnival Chaos. So I had a lot of Gwar albums. But I never had this one, and I don't even know if they put it on vinyl. They probably didn't. See, I switched vinyl to CD right now. That's why I'm collecting CD. Just, somewhat cheaper, but somewhat not too. So, but here it is, War Party. I never heard anything from this album until I got this CD. There's the songs. That looks like the Sexecutioner on the back, I think. Maybe it's not. It might not be. If it's not, I'm sorry, because I really love Sexecutioner. He's probably one of my favorite characters. I don't really think he's my favorite, but here's the CD. Look at that. That's cool as hell, man, with Gwar. Okay, here's Odorous, Urungus, Dave Brockie. And then we open it up. We got Jizmac the Gusher and Flatus Maximus right there. And then we open it up further. We got Odorous, Urungus right there. Look at Odorous in his all mighty look. And then we got Balzac the Jaws of Death and Beefcake the Mighty. See? I'll show you guys these pictures of Beefcake and Balzac, and then I'll do one of the whole thing. So it opens up like that. As you can see, War Party, you go over, and you see them all. Oh yeah, this is cool too. There's a bunch of writing in here, so you can see all the writing, and there's faces and more writing. So yeah, this is that for War Party, which I'm not gonna say it's my favorite Gwar album. It's good, don't get me wrong. I like it a lot. For me, my favorite has always been Scum Dogs of the Universe. And here's why. Because when I was first getting into Gwar, the first thing I ever saw of Gwar was live from Antarctica on a VHS. My dad told me, you gotta watch this. This is Gwar. They're a heavy metal band, and they're weird. They spew blood and everything else. And I was like, oh, that sounds cool. So I bought Live from Antarctica when I was younger, a teenager, and I watched it, and I'm like, oh my god, I love these guys. So I fell in love with Gwar right then and there. And I've been a Gwar fan ever since. Now here's a book I just got. I've had the original. This is the reissue, of course. Let There Be Gwar. This is the 3rd edition of it, because there's the new band lineup. There's Blothar, Jizmac, Beefcake band. There is Balzac, the Jaws of Death. Not like that look, as you can see, I'm reading it. That's why there's a bookmark. But I like this look better. I like the early stuff of Gwar. Because Balzac, Gizmac, Odorous, Flatus Maximus, and Beefcake the Mighty. I just like their look. Okay, let's get on some of the good stuff, the DVDs. Okay, this is Gwar right there. But lineup: Joey Slutman, Mr. Magical, bass is Balzac, guitar, Odorous Urungus, which is Dave Brocky, and drums is Hans Spitzer as Hans something. But this right here, this DVD is P.B. Kelly's Richmond, Virginia, 1985. So this is the first ever film thing of Gwar right there. And there's the disc. That's so cool. Next, we move on to Gwar, Richmond, Virginia, 1987. The Mid-Galactic Wrestling Tour. There's Gwar. It says the mentors on it. Look at this early photo of Gwar. Like right there. There's Gwar Woman. She didn't even have a name. And then one in the middle, there's Dave Brocky. That was Odorous back in the day right there. Same thing. The disc has the same art as the front. So, okay, this next one I'm going to show, it says the Butthole Surfers and Gwar live at the Ritz in 88. This is not from 88. It's cool to see all that, but it's not. This is Tour de Scum from Airport Road Music Hall, Pennsylvania in 90. So that's a 90s DVD. You can tell. Really bootleg, but Gwar did that a lot. This is from 1988, Kansas, The Bottleneck. There's the songs they do on this. You know, same thing. Disc, same thing as that. Okay. Here is Detroit from 88. Got like Beefcake there. I think that's who it is, maybe. Early footage of Gwar. Yep. And there's Detroit, Michigan. That's a cool disc on Gwar right there. I think I may have another copy of this and another DVD, but it's kind of cool. This one is from Winnipeg, Canada in 89. And it's like Mistress Hyman. There's the back of the DVD. She is probably one of my favorite characters too. The DVD disc is the same as the DVD. I like pretty much everyone in Gwar. I don't have a problem with any member of Gwar. Here goes Gwar in Mexico in 89. Look how early Sleazy P. Martini looks in that. With the baby blue suit. Yeah, that's cool. Right there. Oh yeah. And then I'm glad this has the price sticker on it because I'm only paying $16 for each of these DVDs. But he's giving me a deal too. Because I always bring stuff in and get it a little cheaper. Here's 89 at the Diamond Club in Toronto. Cartoon drawing of Gwar right there. Here's the songs. You know, a lot of the songs are the same. But this is Hello Tour of 89 in Mexico, so I'm going to have to check that out when I get to it. And then we move on to Gwar, and this is from 1990. Airport Music Hall, Tour de Scum. Okay. So I have this already in that one, so there we go. But this one has Techno Destructo on the back and Gwar. And And this one actually has that. So I'm wondering if this one is longer, because the other one did cut out during Slaughterama. Okay, here's Tour de Scum in 91, Toronto. And this says Belgian Festival in 91, so maybe the DVDs are wrong. Or the cases are, but that's okay. And here is Bloody Buffet of Horrors, 1989 to 95. Let's see, you get that. So you get Winnipeg in 89. You get Sweden in 91. You get New York, New Jersey, 94. And then you get Houston, Texas in 95. And I will only show one of the discs. Well, two of them, they look the same. So nothing big there. Okay. Now we go on to Let There Be Gwar, a documentary. Okay. This documentary right here is 6 minutes long. It's only 6 minutes long, right? There's an early photo of Gwar. But for some reason, which is cool, I don't know how this guy got it, because this was one dude's stuff. His friend passed away, and he brought it all down, and I buying it because I'm a huge Gwar fan. Well, he had this, and it's the same thing as this, but this is the whole thing. This is Let There Be Gwar. This is the whole DVD right here, the whole documentary. So I don't know anything about this, where he got this or what, but it's cool because I've never seen another one like this, and this is gonna stay in my collection forever because it is Gwar, and I love Gwar. And then the last thing I have is a Shudder exclusive. This is Gwar, a true story of the sickest band in the world. So, Blu-ray of that. I've had this before, but wanted to get again because I like Gwar, and I want to watch it again because it was good, because you had Weird Al on this. You have, there's Blothart, Balzac, Beefcake, and Plusius Maximus. And then on the front of it, you have Bone Snapper. So, because Sleazy doesn't tour with them much anymore, I don't think. So, well, this has been Retro Eric 97 saying, stay retro and watch out for Gwar.